So I just got finished reacting to a video where men were perceived to be the ones that always cheat and always treat women so horrifically. And as if by perfect chance, the next email I've opened from one of you lovely people sending in to me was a video about how a wife is cheating with his best friend. So kind of defeats the narrative of it's always men. Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another reaction video. Like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into it.
I'm cheating on my husband and...
Straight off the bat. So casual. I'm cheating on my husband. So I'm cheating on my husband. I'm cheating on my husband. What? She didn't even take a breath to brace herself for the shame that she should be feeling from the fact that she's cheating on her spouse.
I finally have the balls to tell the world. I told him, and of course, you know, he didn't handle it how we would want him to handle it. He was just like, okay.
Who is we? Who is the we that is on your side here?
Whatever. And he left with my kids. And I really was just like, this is weird. I need to chase after him and see what's going on. Like I said, there was a U-Haul truck there. And my heart dropped because I'm like, oh my gosh, immediately he is moving out, and, you know, already has his stuff.
Wife cheats with husband's friend, and she instantly regrets it after her husband does the unthinkable. Like the video, subscribe, stay on the path of progress. Let's get into it.
I finally have the balls to tell the world. It all started with we would want him to handle it, but
why is it?
It all started. So
she made her TikTok audience.
Started having a friend.
So it looks like we're going to have a bit of a video inception here. You guys always comment on when I do this, but you guys keep sending me this stuff. Apparently, yes, I am reacting to a reaction. So a little YouTube inception for you guys there. Genuinely, I've not watched this video before, and the fact that he had the same response as me is like, who's we? Is absolutely hilarious. So love this guy already.
Ship with this particular person, and it's actually a friend of my husband as well.
Oh, I'm really trying to stop saying bad words, but this woman deserves to be called one. So yeah, just know I'm thinking that.
Well, and we just
Severe
have been hanging out around him a lot lately. We started out with just simple conversation, like we were friends, but we ended up kind of pushing it past that a little.
Awful friend, awful wife.
Not a little. We ended up kind of like secretly seeing each other, trying to find ways to see each other, and doing that behind my husband's back.
This was incredibly planned out. I mean, it seems like she has a full-on relationship outside of her marriage. This is not just a one-night fling or something like that. But have you guys noticed, it really seems like she has a disdain for her husband. Like there is some like deep-rooted hate for this man. It almost seems like she's saying all of this to shame him. She got with one of his friends, in a relationship with one of his friends, basically. And now she's saying, oh yeah, well, we wanted it to work out a little bit different. Really wild behavior, man. There's some deep-rooted issues with this one.
He's absolutely right, and I didn't even think of that. Like, yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. The fact that she's sharing this with the world, you gotta really hate someone to not feel any shame for doing that to them, but to then want to tell the world about what you did to them. Like, oh, look how weak and pathetic you are, that I can do this, I can tell the world about it, and no one's gonna care. That's truly evil.
So every time that my husband and I would joke about like me cheating on him, he's like, girl, you will be in a grave, you and whoever it is, and you're never gonna leave me, blah, blah, blah. However, in this moment, he did not react that way.
Yeah, he was probably reserving himself.
He did not. He reacted very calmly. Like I said, I can see that he was very hurt. Like, I can see it. I know him. He's my husband. So but he acted very calmly and like very mature.
Dude, why does it seem like she's happy?
I don't even know if I used that correctly, but anyways, he acted very calm and he just left and took the 2 kids. We only had AJ and Aliyah with us.
Damn, are you guys sensing that same vibe that I am? There's something like evil boiling under the surface, man. Why does it seem like she's getting genuine joy out of telling this story? This is a nasty one, man. A side note with this one, by the way, never joke about stuff like that. Just never do it. These are the things that sow
I don't understand people who would even want to. Like,
seeds of doubt within your relationship. Never joke about leaving her, leaving him, whatever it is. Never joke saying, oh, well, if this meal is bad, I'm going to divorce you. These are honestly just bad words to bring into your relationship. They should not be a part of your bond at all. I take that as a huge red flag as well.
So when I get to his mom's house, like I said, there was a U-Haul truck there. And my heart dropped because I'm like, oh my gosh, immediately he is moving out, and, you know, already has his stuff, in this U-Haul truck. Like, it's like it happened so fast. So I'm like, oh my gosh, he's leaving me.
what did she expect? That's what I don't understand. It's like, what do you actually expect this man to do?
For real. So, like I said, that broke my heart. And I tried to talk to his mom and see like where her mind was, where his mind was.
The audacity.
And she was just like, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You know, he didn't tell me the full story. I just know that he asked me if he can come back and he's here. So,
He even had the respect not to tell his mother, because why would he want to tell people that my wife has cheated on me? You know, like, but yet here she is telling the whole world. Like, that's not good. That's not a good look to be a cheater. So he has saved her the embarrassment of her children's grandmother having to know that. Because any mother in their right mind finding out that you cheated on their child and, you know, therefore their grandchildren is going to be absolutely fuming. Like, he's still protecting her from that, but yet here she is telling the whole world about what she's done to him. It doesn't make any sense.
I was taken aback. Like, you're really going to end our whole marriage just because of that?
Because of a broken vow? Because you made a contract and you breached that contract? Can you imagine if you went to work every single day and you'd been working there for 5 to 10 years, but you always followed the condition of the employment contract. And then one day you rocked up to work and you absolutely destroyed the place. You, I don't know, were abusive to staff, and you violated several policy rules in the workplace. I don't work in a proper workplace, as you can see, so I'm absolutely butchering this. I'm sorry for the awful metaphor. But the boss would have absolutely every reason to fire you. Your excuse could not be, oh, but I've worked so well for you up until this point. No, you were in a contract, you breached the contract, you're out.
What? Dude, now it's the gaslighting, man. This is dude, there's something going on with this woman, man. It could be like sociopathic tendencies. I mean, she is...
Also, like, I can't believe that her first concern isn't, like, the children. Like, she didn't think about what she was doing to her children.
Gaslighting you. She cheated on you, but she's like, oh wow, how could you leave me over something so small? It was only the worst betrayal I could possibly do to you. Wow. Yo, this one is another level. Because I really don't like throwing around words like sociopath, you know, psychopath, BPD or something like that, because there's such a serious diagnosis for a situation. But dude, how can this be anything else? The level of narcissism, the level of manipulation that's going on right now, it's just through the roof. It really seems like she did this to him to hurt him. It was almost like she was reveling in him feeling those hyper and negative emotions. It's almost like she enjoyed it. Dude, this is a nasty one, man. And then on top of all of that, putting him on blast on social media, airing all of your private business to potentially millions of people. This is maybe...
Also, for the sake of your children, like, what are you doing?
The biggest yikes yet, my guy. In the beginning, she said, my children, instead of our children. This is all you need to know about this woman's character. Yeah, self-centered, doesn't think about her man whatsoever. How we would want him to handle it? Who is we? You and your lover? Did she want him to accept the affair and let it continue? This is bizarre. Yeah, man, it is really bizarre. That's why I think there could really be something boiling under the surface, something nasty. She was upset because her husband was calm. She expected validation and attention from the breakup, and she didn't receive it. So she uses the internet to get this sensation. Very interesting theory. Kudos for the husband for handling it like a boss. He probably already knew she was stepping out and planned accordingly. The husband's friend is a piece of garbage for what he did, but hubby kept a strong stoic frame. He didn't give her the satisfaction of reacting angrily or wiling out. He packed up his stuff, got the kids, and dipped.
Yeah.
Well done, King. Yeah, man, I totally agree. This guy handled it like a total G, which could be one of the reasons why she became so upset, because she realized, like, oh wow, this guy's actually kind of a boss.
Yeah.
He didn't really care that much about me. Wow, this was a really crazy.
But there's no way on earth she'd ever admit that.
Bit of a tough day today, so I thought that I'd share that. I'm the person who initiated the divorce. I'm feeling some jealousy because my ex is really out there working it. Not necessarily that he's looking for a girlfriend, but
So
he's definitely working on building his social network. Women.
This is literally just, I cannot imagine a more embarrassing thing than having a video like this on my social media as a full-blown grown woman. Honestly, it's shocking to me that these stories are true. I know they are, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, the stupidity of it is so... I know a lot of you are a little bit older than me, because obviously I check my analytics. And I'm sure some of you will remember the movies with, what was his name? Was it Leslie Nielsen? I'm sure it was. But the guy who was in all of those movies, like Airplane and, you know, Police Squad, classic movies, the absolute best. If you're from the younger generation and you haven't watched them, go watch them. Not the new, was it Police Squad movie that came out recently? Like, no, I mean like the old school stuff. They are the funniest movies you'll ever watch. But you can almost imagine him saying something like this in one of the movies. Well, she was the one who initiated the divorce and now she's jealous that he's moving on. And it's just like, it's so unbelievably stupid that it's humorous. It's that kind of era of humor that's just like so utterly obvious and ridiculous that you can't help but laugh. Like, what is she thinking? And I know that the guy commenting on this, I think his name is Griffin. I'm sure that's what the channel said. I'll put the link in the description. But, like, I know he says he doesn't throw words around like sociopath and BPD and stuff like that. I actually personally believe that there are more women who suffer, who have these kind of mental disorders than what we're told. And I think that's because they don't want the data to show that perhaps since feminism and perhaps at least since the introduction of hormonal contraceptives and all of these other changes that have happened to our environment, specifically with what we've allowed women to become, they don't want the data to show a correlation between female empowerment and crazy women. So they tell you, oh, it's only 2% of women that have BPD. But actually, I think it's a lot more. And I think the women that would have been called hysterical back in the day, they're still here today. There are still hysterical women absolutely everywhere. But they just don't realize they're hysterical, and they're reinforced by other women telling them that they're not hysterical and they're actually in their right mind. And it's just, no, I actually think the majority of women today are mentally unstable. And I know that's a big thing to throw around to say the majority, but at least on social media, in real life, different story, but on social media, I think the majority of women that are actively on social media, I think you have to be sort of unwell for that, you know? If you're just like constantly on these kind of TikTok pages and stuff, I don't know how anyone can watch this and think this is not insane.
And even though I don't want to be with him anymore
like, what? Even though I don't want to be with him, it's hurting my brain. It's hurting my brain.
That way, it still triggers jealousy and pain. I know he's suffering and, you know, he's dealing with the rejection that he feels because I'm the one who is leaving.
Hang on just a second. Let's replay that part.
He's suffering and, he's dealing with the rejection that he feels because I'm the
Projection. She's the one who's feeling that.
one who is leaving.
No, he's not. It does not seem like it. I know he's suffering and having a super hard time dating tons and tons of new women and having a brilliant social life. I just know it. Right? She's just upset that the guy is winning. She didn't realize what she had. She thought she could just dump this guy, move on to the next guy, and live a happy life. But nah, that's not what happened. My man was an absolute boss. Just immediately got back on the horse. He's out there in public. He's dating new girls. He doesn't miss a step in his stride. He's killing it, man. So keep going. Good job.
Soon-to-be ex-husband just pulled up to my house in a brand new truck. And I'm not really sure if I'm sad about it or if I'm mad about it. There's a little...
These women are always ugly and overweight. Why do they think their husbands would miss them?
A little bit of both happening there because...
Also, like, if someone outwardly tells you, I don't want you, I'm not attracted to you, by initiating divorce, why would you miss that person? Why would a dude be attracted to a woman that doesn't want him? Why would he want that? He doesn't. So why would they miss you if you don't want him? What? Why would he waste his time being upset over someone who doesn't want him when he could go find a woman who does?
Because a brand new truck really mattered more to this man than his marriage and his dog. Which, I mean, if he wants to be the loser that lives in an apartment with a brand new car, then by all means be my guest. All he's doing is showing me that he really was a financial burden on me and that I should not keep him around. One of the most consistent arguments we had was that he wanted a brand new $100,000 truck. And trust me when I say we are not in the tax bracket to be having a $100,000 truck, nor does he have a real use for that car, especially now that he lives...
She sounds like his mother. If he wants a new truck, get a new truck, my guy. Don't let a woman tell you what you can and can't do with your money.
It's in an apartment. The car that he has been driving up until this point is my car. He didn't own a car when he decided to up and skip out, and I was nice enough to let him borrow my car, which, you know what, I shouldn't have been, and I should have just left him stranded, apparently, since I guess a truck was more important than his wife. But I guess now I get my car back. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
The bitterness, the cattiness is so unattractive.
Borrowing one from my parents. I don't know if I'm just going to keep that one and get rid of it, but I've had a car because my parents are supportive and his parents like to scam money out of him.
Oh, dude, the seething jealousy. These last few clips have just been full of jealousy, huh? Jeez. Okay, so you watch a clip like that, and she is basically saying he prefers to have a new truck over his marriage. That's what she just said.
So you've basically just demonstrated, lady, that you are that bad of a wife. You are that unenjoyable to be around that an inanimate object such as a car is more enjoyable to be around than you. That says more to you than it does to him.
Don't you realize that just reflects on the wife? It reflects on
Thank you.
him too, of course, but doesn't that say a lot? He would prefer to have a brand new truck than stay in a marriage with you.
Yep.
That's gotta hurt. And that's why you see these hyper emotions in that video.
I don't miss him. I miss the idea of him. I don't miss him. I miss the idea of him. I am worthy of love. I am
Another case, right? What possesses you to post something like this? This is not right. This is not right. This is not right.
worthy of love. I am worthy of love. I can give myself that love. I can give myself that love.
It's just... it makes me feel unwell.
I can give myself that love.
Thank you. Why is this on the internet?
I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself.
Oh my god, that's enough. No more of that.
I need to talk to you about something because I'm not going to be able to pay rent this month.
Who's gonna pay it?
I need your help to pay rent this month.
You should have told me that a long time ago, because,
we still have like 13 days. I need your help paying rent this month. I'm being serious though.
it's looking like I gotta figure out how to get this money by tomorrow, because you did not tell me that.
She's got brand new teeth, brand new nails. She's got earrings, makeup, lips. She has money.
I had to pay. Why can't you pay, bro?
Red flag. Red flag. A girl who calls you bro, mate, anything that indicates you're on the same level as friendship, run.
Because I made some bad financial decisions.
Me too. Me too.
You always make bad financial decisions. And I need you to pay rent 1 month. I need you to help me out.
You're supposed to cover it. Like, I'm just a girl.
Only time when it's acceptable to say, I'm just a girl, is when you let your emotions get the better of you in a case where it doesn't really matter that you let it do that. For example, you're watching a movie and you cry over something that most people, or at least most guys, probably wouldn't find particularly emotional. And a guy laughs at you in an endearing way, not in a horrible way, or teases you for getting particularly upset about it. Something like that. Perfectly acceptable to say, I'm just a girl. When a guy is teasing you and maybe one of his, fake insults hits a little too deep and you actually get upset by it, reminding a guy, I'm just a girl and I'm still sensitive. Perfectly acceptable. But situations like this? No. No, you are an adult. You can learn to take responsibility for things. And also, you're supposed to love this man. That's a wedding ring on her finger. This is your husband. You are one unit. You are one person. I don't know why the finances are separate in the first place. And also, I'm not trying to criticize the guy here, but a little criticism in my personal view. If you are married, you are one unit. He is the leader. He should be in charge of everything. She shouldn't be allowed to make bad financial decisions. He should be in control of that, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people aren't going to like that.
Okay.
It's looking like I shouldn't have got Chick-fil-A. I don't know. I can't.
This could be like one of those test videos. I'm not sure. All right, to start this one off, I would never be in a relationship with a woman that has an attitude like this. Just a yikes, but let's break it down a bit. There are so many variables, of course, like, do they have a traditional relationship? It seems like his job is to pay rent. But is she a stay-at-home girlfriend, stay-at-home wife? Does she have a job? So if it is his job to pay the rent, then he should pay the rent and he should do everything that he can to pay the rent. But if they're doing this whole equal 50-50 thing, she's working, then absolutely.
I agree with what he's saying. Absolutely. If his job is to pay the rent, he should pay the rent. But life is complicated. Life is hard. Life is complicated. And sometimes stuff will come your way that you can't anticipate, you can't predict. And sometimes you don't have a reserve. Maybe unexpected medical bills come up, or maybe unexpected this, that, or the other came up, and his usual reserve that he would have, because he is a put together guy, just isn't there, and he needs some help. Even if the girl doesn't make any money, her reaction is not, we're in this together, so we need to figure out a way to find that money. Her initial reaction is separation between him and her. It's, well, I don't have any money, that's on you. She loves what he does for her. She doesn't love him. Because if you love him and stuff happens and he's been consistent and then something just falls apart, you're not just quick to run away. You figure it out. That's the whole point of having each other. Someone to figure stuff out with. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's just what I think.
She should chip in, and there should be no issue with that, especially if he's been paying for presumably months and months prior. If she doesn't have to pay rent, her money is just stacking up, and she should 100% be okay with chipping in. So that's a massive red flag. If she's not willing to chip in to support you and your relationship, huge red flag. That is breakup red flag.
When I left my husband, I was only making $16 an hour. And so that wasn't enough. And so I got myself into a lot of credit card debt because I moved into an apartment that I couldn't really afford, but I thought that someone else was going to be living with me.
I made a bad financial decision, but somehow it's not my fault.
So that's
what do you mean? The ex?
No. Okay, so right after I got divorced, I got into a situation with somebody I knew from work. And
how quick?
The eyes, Chico. They never lie. Look at her eyes.
After the divorce.
Well, like immediately. It was like a rebound, right? I guess is what they would call it.
Okay.
And
like the day after?
Maybe. Sort of. Yes.
Okay.
Before the divorce.
So I knew him, right? We worked together. That's how we met.
Well, wait, how long are you married?
Almost 5 years.
Did you guys ever have any kids?
Yes.
And you got with this person a day after?
Yes, but see what I thought he was like the love of my life.
A day after a divorce. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, is this real?
And you thought he'd be living with you?
Yes. Like
this dude told me to meet him.
He's ghosting her first day with the guy because she was late.
And so like 6:10, I'm like, I'm on my way, but he never texts back. And I get here, he's nowhere to be found. It's 6.
It's funny because women will say the same thing. If a guy's late to a date, like, don't show up and this, that, and the other. But then when it happens to them, it's, oh my gosh, he's so out of order. This is so bad. This is everything that's wrong with men. It's like, okay, well, why don't you become the kind of person you want before you start telling other people how they ought to be?
50.
You told the man to be there at 6 o'clock. He was there at 6 o'clock. You left your house at 6:10. You didn't get there till 6:50. You're 40 minutes late.
Yeah.
He's not there because you're 40 minutes late. You want a man to be there, right? You want a man to be on time, a man to take you seriously. Shorty, if you're not taking him seriously, he's not going to be there. You think because you are beautiful and you got nice hair and all this type of, you think that that's going to keep, like, shorty, be on time. Good looks is not going to sit here and help you keep a man, respectfully.
Isn't it wild how she's the one with the bad behavior, but she's the one that's upset? Isn't that interesting how that happens? She shows up late to the date, aka disrespecting this man's time, and then she's shocked that he isn't waiting there like a little simpy beta. Wow. The audacity, dude. The audacity.
He's like 20 minutes late. I know that he's getting my text messages because I'm getting the red receipts. I hope he's okay. I don't know, like, how long do I wait? It's been 30 minutes. I tried to call him. I tried to text him. I haven't gotten an answer. So I don't really know what to do. I don't know.
Do the women themselves put the music on these videos? Oh, so...
Haha, just to be sure, we are going to the same place. Yep. Here, what's your ETA? You okay? Ha, you really thought I was gonna go on date with you. MILFs are for effing, not dating. Tell that to TT. Did a child write this?
Hello? Hey. What are you guys doing?
We're at the playground right now. Why, what's up?
So I got stood up.
Jeez.
And he kind of said something that really kind of just f***ed me up.
What in the broken modern world is going on right now? He's at the park with her children. I don't even have any words.
I really just kind of want my kids. If maybe you would bring the kids to come and I can just do it with them instead.
Let me call Mom and let her know what's going on, because I think they'd enjoy kayaking, but last time you asked them, or let them know. So.
Okay, just let me know. Alright, thanks.
Let you know what's going on.
This makes me feel so unwell. This makes me feel so unwell.
Alright, thank you. Alright, bye.
Bro, did she really call her ex-husband to console her after getting stood up on a date? Is that what that was? What in the Disneyland fairy tale yikes world is going on right now? Oh lord. Oh lordy lordy.
My first Christmas as a divorced single mom. You want to know how it went? It is currently 8 a.m. on December 26th, and I just woke up an hour ago after sleeping for the last 20 hours because this year was Josh's year to have the kids. So I worked from 10 p.m. till 10:30 a.m. Christmas Eve into Christmas morning, and I came home and then I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up until an hour ago because I had nowhere to be and no one to be with. For the last 11 years of my life, my Christmases have been spent with my in-laws because that was the family that I had, and I don't have that anymore.
And why don't you have that anymore?
I have one half-sister who I talk to occasionally who is in a completely different state, so couldn't spend Christmas with her. Other than that, I don't have family. And all of my friends were spending Christmas with their families, so I slept. I wish more single parents who had to share their children for the holidays would talk about how much this sucks. And I know it sucks to be the downer of the holiday season, but also because nobody talks about it, I feel like I'm alone in feeling like this, and it really sucks. Anyways, I hope all of you had a much better Christmas than I did, and I'm gonna go and find something to do for the next week until my kids come home.
It really seems like with a lot of people, they don't think about what's going to happen after the divorce, after the breakup. After you do that, you have shattered your family. You have shattered your family. You are now two separate units instead of one big strong one. It's just a yikes, man. That's all it is.
I'm here to say one more thing.
Okay.
Oh, goody.
Let's hear it.
I love this lady.
Just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help.
Why should they? Women are strong and independent. They can do everything on their own.
None. 0 out of 3. Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
It's the instant shaming. Oh, it's killing me. Just with the instant shaming. She doesn't know these guys. They don't know you. Did you ask them to help you? Did you say, hey, big strong man, I'm only a weak woman. I can't get this up the stairs. Can you please help me? No, you wanted to be Miss Independent. I can get this up the stairs. My light went out. Cool. If she actually just wanted help, why don't you just ask? Why don't you just ask? Instead of doing this whole thing, you get all upset. You go sit in your car, get on TikTok, and start shaming some random guys. Yo, dude, what kind of psychosis is this? What is happening? The dynamics between men and women are just, it is head to toe broken on every single level.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it is at all. But let's take a moment to think about how many women, thousands upon thousands of women, are saying every single day that in fact they don't need men. They don't need them at all. In fact, they're saying sometimes that the world would be better off without men. But apparently, some women still need men for grunt work. I should think that they would be grateful that men are finally listening to their wishes, ideas, and their feelings. But apparently not when it comes to lifting heavy objects.
By the way, I see you guys in the comments all the time asking who this is. This is Lady J, okay? This is her YouTube channel, The Lady J. You can check her out if you want. We use her clips pretty often, and I think they're pretty good, so check her out if you want.
So I'm getting a divorce, and I don't talk about it a lot because this person's still in my life, and we're cool.
The world is broken. The world is broken. What kind of a sentence is that? So I'm getting a divorce. No shame attached to it. No, not upset. Well, not visibly upset. And me and him are still pretty cool. So why aren't you still married?
But I used to get asked all the time, why are you getting a divorce? You guys you still get along, and he's just so nice and so great. I don't understand. And I feel like a lot of people probably go through this, and I'm going to give you prime.
Yeah, that's because a lot of people are getting a divorce when they don't need to.
Example that happened today of why people end up getting divorced that get along. Okay. We had a marital home together. We recently sold that home, and he had been living there, and so he is now moving out. So I was like, okay, you need to cancel the internet and turn the boxes in. You need to contact the new owners about taking over the power and the water and everything else. Okay. After walking through step by step of those things, I got an email today, or no, I didn't just get an email. I got an email, I got a phone call, I got text messages, I got it all. Okay, a damn pigeon almost showed up with a letter strapped to its leg to tell me that our water bill was late. So I texted him and I'm like, why am I getting blown up by the water company? And didn't get a response. But then I get an email that says your water bill has been paid.
Oh, I'm bored. I thought you were going to tell us why you're getting a divorce. I thought you were going to tell us what happened. Why are you talking about something that's happened recently? Why did you get divorced? Get to the point.
So then I get a text that says, oh, I forgot, like I paid it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, did you ever talk to the new owners about like transferring over the water? He's like, what do you mean? And I said, did you talk to the new owners about taking over the water account? And he's like, I didn't know I was supposed to. Okay. I said, well, I did tell you to make sure that got done. Then I get the response of, what am I supposed to say? There was like a moment in time where I flashed forward and I was like, I can't do this for the next 40, 50 years. There's no way. I don't personally want to spend my life leading the horse to water. So just so you're aware, the little things will lead to a divorce. 100% will lead to a divorce. There were a lot of bigger issues too, but like that's just a little example.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I'm almost on her side, actually. This is just basic incompetence from her man. That's what it is. But the thing is, why did you marry him? Why?
That's the point. Why did you marry him? It says more on you that you chose to marry a man like that. And also, have you tried just leaving him to it and letting things fall apart so he can see for himself his flaws? Like, maybe if you left him to it, he would surprise you. Or is it that you always want to be in control and you are telling him, like, I don't know the ins and outs of this relationship. But if this is just how this guy is, why would you pick a man like that? She clearly doesn't respect him. And honestly, why should she if that's how he is? We don't know the full picture, right? Don't marry a man you don't respect. Don't marry a man that you think can't handle stuff without your help. In anything. Leave men alone. Let them surprise you. Not like grand gestures. I mean, like, let them show you that they're perfectly capable, because most of them are. Don't nag. Don't concern yourself with, whatever your arrangement is, things you don't need to concern yourself with. He's got it. And if he hasn't, you'll know very quickly, because things will fall apart. And if they do, go before you get married. Because once you're married, you've made a vow, you've made a commitment, and I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be getting a divorce over the little things. You picked that bed, you lie in it. That's what I think. That's why we have to stress the importance on who you choose.
Did you marry an incompetent man? And let there be light. We back. It was your choice to marry an incompetent man. You decided that. This is why all this stuff has to be.
This is so, totally random, but I like his little logo in the back. Maybe I should make a logo. And then I'd have to get rid of my posters. And I love them too. No, I'm not doing it.
You figured out before marriage. I mean, dude, before you even call her your girlfriend, a lot of this stuff should be sorted out before that.
Downloaded Hinge last night, okay? Not for my own use. What makes you think I'd need any help? The fact I've been single for 4 years. No, I was doing a bit of detective, kind of like James Bond work. I'd do anything for my girls, and my friend wanted to see if her potential fling was on there. Didn't find him. Could also mean that he's not put tall, skinny, lanky blondes down as his type. Because that's how you can basically, if you're not finding them, it could mean that they've not put you down as their type, which is humbling. But it's not my man to worry about. So I thought while I was there, let me check out the market. What is the market of men saying lately? Because I've not really been out there. Mm-hmm. The minute I put my profile up, likes, roses were rolling in at 100 roses a second, and I thought and I was getting comments saying oh, be my wife, and I thought, you know what, this is actually uncomfortable. Men are so easy. You've seen a few pictures and you're immediately weak and foaming at the mouth. So I thought, you know what, let me put a few wacky prompts up. So the prompts that are the first round is on me if, and you come up with a wacky answer. I put, first round is on me if I grow a beard overnight, because I'm not going to do that. And the first round is never on me. I just put a few silly things up, just harmless fun. And then I put that poem up, which you would have seen on the last post. The likes stopped. So I've come to the conclusion that men just don't like women with substance. because I don't know what else it could be.
So let's first we'll set the tone here a little bit.
Okay.
I'm 41. I've been divorced for almost 10 years.
Yikes. Okay.
I have a great career.
No one cares. No one cares. Except for maybe your parents.
I'm on a house.
Of course.
I have a nice car.
Of course you
I
do.
do pretty well for myself, right? Why is it so hard to find a guy?
Oh, it's just utterly ridiculous.
The boss man.
So I,
You're strong independent.
went out with this guy for a couple of months. Thought it was going good. Thought maybe, let's move to the next level. And he's like, I'm just not ready for a serious relationship. Oh, okay. Maybe in a couple months I might be ready. Why in a couple months? So at what age are they ready for a relationship?
30.
Is it like 60? Maybe in their 70s? I don't know. Because I feel like they're not getting any younger, And I honestly, I just don't get it. Is it me?
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, yes, it's you.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, seriously though, a lot of the guys do look for long-term relationships around that 30 to 35 area. But man, here's the thing. Her boat already sailed. She got divorced at 31. She was already in something serious. But no, she decided to throw it away. For who knows what reason. That ship has sailed. You had the opportunity. You had the opportunity before. Basically, the older a woman gets, it is less and less likely to find a serious long-term relationship.
Honestly, this is what's so insane to me is that women are actually delusional enough to think that, oh, but I'm special. I'll find someone. Like, no, you are a woman, you are a human. You get more attractive the older you get, and that is just a fact of life. So find a good man while you're young and pretty and hold on to him, because you're not getting any younger. It's harsh. It's harsh. Girls, I know it's harsh. I am a woman. I know how harsh it is to face that reality. Like, I look at pictures of me from when I was like 18 and I'm like, you realize like, you grow old. And I know I'm not old. I've still got a 2 at the beginning of my age, which is like a blessing, But it's not gonna last. It's a harsh reality, guys. As my dad always says, if you can't laugh, you'll cry. And it is something to cry about, so let's just laugh about it. But let's not deny it. Let's not deny that it's a reality, because it is a reality. And there's beauty to growing old. What a privilege it is to grow old. A lot of people, people who aren't with us anymore didn't have the privilege of growing old. So it's just a fact of life. It's just a fact of life. You got to get with it, because if you go against it, the tide will take you out and you'll get eaten by sharks.
That is just the world we live in. I don't make the rules, I just report them. And just notice how she says, I have a car, I have a good job, I have a home. She's listing off all of these things that she thinks should be attractive to men, but it's not.
So misguided. And I often think that a lot of these women just have other bad female influences in their life, because if you are a woman and you are unhappy in a marriage and there's no abuse, there's no infidelity, there's no addiction, like there's no actual threat to you, your children, your family, but you're just unhappy for XYZ little reason, and other women in your life are encouraging you to get divorced, that is terrible advice. That is terrible advice. And you don't want to be around women like that. You want to be around women that have got your best interests at heart, that understand what life is like as a woman. And women who understand what life is like as a woman know that if you're with a good guy, and they can see you with a good guy, because we know, they're not going to encourage you to leave that person when there's no real reason to leave. Your happiness isn't real. It's thoughts that are producing emotions in your body. And if your thoughts are producing bad emotions in your body, and there's nothing actually physically externally that is creating that, so far as anyone else can see, then you got to learn how to figure out how to reprogram up here. That's how you fix your marriage. Not by leaving. And if you leave, it won't end well for you. People don't take marriage seriously anymore. And it's really, really sad. It's really sad.
Did was just list off all of the things that the guy probably has. If he's 40 years old, he probably has all that. So where is the benefit of being in a relationship? Everything you
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't ready for a relationship because he was 25.
listed off, he has it. That's the brutal truth, man.
I am getting a divorce. I just wanted to rip off the band-aid and tell you guys there are 2 people involved with this, so I'm going to keep the details private, but I will be talking about my experience navigating this. And yes, I have a small account, but I know people are interested in my life and my husband's life. He didn't sign up for this, so I just ask that you guys respect his privacy. Because not only does it hurt him when you guys leave comments on old videos and stuff, it also hurts me. Obviously, this is a person that I still love and loved a lot.
So why are you getting divorced? Oh, make it make sense.
Kept out of leaving mean comments towards someone. So, together 5 years. Those are memories I'm thankful for. It's really painful losing that and losing the person that felt like home. I know this is for the best. I think we both know this is for the best, but it doesn't make it suck any less. But let me tell you, I will be taking you along for the ride. Starting over. It's all of the divorce stuff. My biggest goal is feeling secure. So obviously, I have 2 dogs. I need to find an apartment.
So at least for this one, we can give her a little bit of props for keeping it private and not just fully putting the guy on blast.
I have a question. Actually, I have a couple questions that I think most women are going to agree on. All right, Here they are. Where did all the good men go? Like, seriously.
In your past.
Where are the guys who just want one woman? Where are the guys who date towards marriage? Where are the guys who want kids? All I see in today's world are guys.
I've said this many a times before, and I'm going to say it again. If the people you are encountering in the world are seemingly bad, chances are you are bad. Because you attract what you are. And if you are attracting people that are unserious, you are attracting people that can't meet your basic needs, maybe you're not doing that for yourself. You ever thought about that? And it's like, people, oh, you can't victim blame, you can't do this kind of... It's actually liberating to realize that a lot of stuff is actually in your control and that you can actually change and grow and alter yourself in a way to attract the kind of life that you want, if you do it genuinely, of course. Otherwise, you're just going to attract other surface level people. But growth is possible for people, but people don't want to do that. They just want to attract what they want without actually having to put any hard work into themselves.
Guys in their 20s and early 30s who still smoke and party and they go skateboarding and they game all day and they prance around the beach in flip-flops, which is that's a personal thing. But my point is, they're still children. Don't you want more meaning in your life?
So go for an older man.
Personally, I want to know where all y'all old-fashioned men are because...
They're old.
We like you. So if you're an old-fashioned man, or if you're looking for the right things in life, call yourself out here in the comments. Let the single ladies know you exist.
If all you're able to date is guys that party, don't take their lives seriously, they go out skating still, that tells you the level you're on.
Exactly!
Dude, I don't make these rules, man. I just report them. That's what it is. You get what your value is. If you're a high value person, you will be able to get with other high value people. That's what it is.
It really is as simple as that.
Of men are failing to understand that women don't want boyfriends. Mm-hmm. If I wanted a boyfriend, I could go out onto the street right now and come back with 5. Finding a boyfriend is not hard. Finding a partner, completely different story. And I think the problem is women are allowed to have bank accounts and credit cards and go to school and have careers and choose if and when we reproduce. So we are no longer shackled by raising children.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, because raising children is a prison sentence. It's not something that's beautiful and amazing and literally defines your life.
Our lives have gone exponentially better in the last 100 years.
Well, that's actually not true because the data shows that you're actually unhappier than you've ever been before, but please do continue.
How have men progressed? It used to be that they...
One could also argue that men have been consistent throughout all human history, but now women have become unpredictable and women can't decide what they actually want because they vote for what they think they want and then they get they want, and then half of them complain that that's not what they actually wanted, and then they complain how it's men's fault without being able to account for the fact that they did this to themselves.
They brought money to the table, they provided for the family, they did all of these things. I have my own money. What can you give me now? Women want partners. We want people that are going to come into our lives, not only meet us where we're at, but push us to be better.
Oh my God, dude. The attitude. Truly, how do you date someone like that with an ego that's beyond outer space? And the answer is,
I don't know how women can be friends with other women like that, if I'm being completely honest.
A lot of these women, they're just not dateable, truly. And man, I've now grown this.
They're incapable of relationships, friendships, relationships. Probably not great in a workplace either. It's that kind of entitlement that is just completely off-putting to any genuine human being.
Spidey sense. I can immediately tell when a woman has this modern boss babe attitude. It took me 2 seconds to see her mannerisms, to see just the way she was talking. And you can just tell you can't be in a relationship with her. You just can't. This is not a woman that can provide value in your life. It's just not. She's already going to be starting a relationship thinking that she is just God's gift to the world, and every single man is just below her. Don't put up with any level of this attitude. It's just completely non-conducive to a healthy relationship. It's really no wonder why she's single and why she struggles to find a man.
Okay, this might sound stupid or like borderline offensive, but it's a genuine question and I genuinely want to know. How come we have a term for when a woman dates a man for money, like just for his money, like gold digger? Why do we have that? But we don't have a term for men who date women only for their looks and their bodies. It's a genuine question. I'm not trying to start something. I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important takeaway from this is that people generally, 9 times out of 10, are entirely responsible for the state of their existence. Anyone who claims otherwise has a victim mindset. They're bad news. You want to get away from them. They're not going to encourage you to be better. They're not going to encourage you to change. They're not going to encourage you to elevate because they don't believe that's possible for themselves. So they definitely don't want to see someone else do it because that shines a mirror up to them and shows them their own incompetence. So if someone's life is going wrong and they're complaining about it going wrong, well, that's usually an indication that they are the reason it's gone wrong. If people don't understand that they're responsible for their own reality, if they're constantly complaining about the state of things around them without taking into account how they might have caused that, it's a red flag. You don't want to date anyone like that, men or women. So that's just what I think. I really enjoyed this channel, Griffin Mind. I've not come across him before. So yeah, keep sending it over and we'll continue to react. As always, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all of my content. If you have a video for me to react to and send over to me, just like the lovely person who sent me this did, then you can send it over to me on my email address at christinegracesmith@outlook.com. And if you'd like to consider donating to the channel, you can do that by clicking the link in the description at buymeacoffee.com or by becoming a member right here on YouTube. And on that note, I will see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.